everything. So let me know how you guys are doing. Let me know how you guys are feeling and give me a two in the chat if you can hear me okay. All right. Today is more laid back. As you can see, I am at my desk. Let me know if whether or not the lighting is too dark for you. I'll go ahead and adjust the lighting if need be. I think I will. But again, let me know if whether or not you can hear me okay. I'm going to give people a chance to come in, but today we are going to get really, really deeply into scalp inflammation, balding, and why certain groups of women have really, really shorter hair growth cycles from birth, kind of, right? And it's from a lot of different things. This is not something targeting a specific group of women, but today we are going to talk about Tinea Capitis. Okay, Tinea Capitis. Give me a five if you know what that is. Tinea Capitis. Have you heard of it? Let me know if you have heard of it before, please, because it is something that most people, especially Black women, have, whether children have, right? And it's not just children, but it is also known as cradle cap. So give me a five if you know what cradle cap is, if you've ever heard of it, if your children have it as babies. I know mine did, but there is a method to the madness. So today we are going to get into that. All right. I want us to really, really have open and clear minds, ready to receive certain information that maybe we've never really heard before, and being okay, right, with this information possibly being something that, um, something that is maybe gonna make you like feel away, but just know we're getting to the bottom of things today. All right. So I'm going to share my screen with you. Make sure you check the links in the description box because as I go through this, I am going to be just sharing with you guys a blog post that we already have been through. All right. I'm sharing with you a blog post, even though that was the wrong that was the wrong screen to share, even though we'll get there in a second. This one is going to be not necessarily a long one, but one that you guys are going to stick around for. Make sure you have pen and paper, right? If you don't already, make sure that you have some pen and paper so you can hop right into my blog post with me, okay? This blog post is one that I want all of us to get into because we are going to be able to see how scalp inflammation starts at a very, very young age because of some of our patterns. Okay, look, I want you to know this is coming from a place of love. Me too. Me too. I have two children, and when I had my first two children, they were back to back, and I did not know the things that I am sharing with you today. So let's just get some things together so we can get to these facts. All right. I'm going to put myself at the bottom of the screen just so we can get through some of this information. All right. Make sure that you check the links in the description box below so you can head over to my blog and learn more things. All right. So today, Tinea capitis is what we are talking about, aka cradle cap. Now, this is a fungal infection of the scalp, and it often affects children. Now, mind you, there are adults that can get this scalp disorder as well, but it is something that often affects children and it can occur in adults. It is caused by various bacteria, right? So we are going to talk about these. I need you guys to screenshot this really quick. I'm going to take myself off of the screen just so things can be a little bigger because it is so important. Do not take anything that I am saying today, right? Do not take anything that I am saying today as Bible verse. I need you guys to find all of this information for yourself because it is accessible to you. I am just telling you where to go look. All right. So you guys will be able to watch this on replay after it's over, and you'll be able to read over this full blog. So, what are the symptoms of cradle cap? Or if it's cradle cap is the name that we gave this disorder, but it is something that a lot of people deal with. Tinea capitis is cradle cap. All right. So the symptoms include itching, redness, scaling, and sometimes hair loss in the affected areas. Okay. This can spread throughout the body from direct contact with somebody who already has it, right? So it's going to be on your combs, on your brushes. Now, I want you all to remember this is a bacteria that lives everywhere. I too had cradle cap, but you have to remember, even though you may wash your sheets and you comb, you wash out brushes. I'm gonna tell you something. It was not until I went to cosmetology school that I understood what types of bacteria live on our scalp, live on our skin, live on our combs and brushes. And this doesn't mean, listen to me, this doesn't mean that you're nasty. It doesn't mean that you're doing anything wrong. This is why you have to have regular practices. Your body is a city. So there's always different bacteria on the body that we have to remove. But when you think about it, when your baby comes home, your baby's using the blankets and stuff, even though you have baby brushes and baby combs and stuff, it's just certain things that we do. Let's keep going. All right. So it can get with on you from indirect contact with the person. So if you are a person who doesn't wash your hair that often and you hold your baby and you're cuddling your baby, which all women are, cradle cap is really transferred from the bacteria that lives on your mama's scalp, from on the mother's scalp to the baby, from the pillows and the sheets that the mama sleeps on to the baby. That's what cradle cap is. But most of us don't even know what cradle cap is. So I want you to take a screenshot of these two bacteria, right? These two, sorry, not bacteria, fungi. I'm sorry. These two fungi live on the human scalp and all over the human body. All right. This is a different species and it causes athlete's foot, ringworms, and jock itch. All right. This is the same exact fungi. It is the same exact thing. The same thing that gives you jock itch, wingworm. Everybody heard of wingworm. Wingworm is the same thing as cradle cap. Cradle cap is wingworm for a baby. All right. Okay. So transmission, it can go from human to human, it can go from animal to human. There are so many different surfaces that it can live on. The second bacteria is commonly transmitted or on the scalp and hair, the skin and the hair, right? And it's known for causing wingworm, especially in animals. Now, if you have dogs and cats and stuff like that in any type of animal, that bacteria is passed along very easily towards your baby. And remember, a baby just got here. So with any type of direct contact, close contact with anybody, and listen, there's no closer contact from a person, from a woman to her child, right? So it's not attacking you. I just want you to draw these parallels. If you are doing skin to skin contact with your baby, or if any practices that you have where you don't wash your hair in a set amount of time, those bacteria that live on your scalp and on your skin get transitioned or transferred to your baby. All right. Yes, we may not use the same combs and brushes, but you sleep on sheets that you probably cuddle with your baby in, and it only takes one time. All right. So this also can come on through, indirect contact of contaminated objects. So like your combs, your brushes, hats, pillowcases, your blankets. There are so many different things. So you have to be careful about the shared spaces. But of course, if it's your baby, there's no way that you can control that. If of course, most likely it's not poor hygiene on a baby because you're washing your baby all the time, but your baby just got here. And right after you wash your baby's pores are open. And guess who holds the baby? You. And most of the time, and this is just being real, as a mother, I don't feel like freaking doing my hair on a regular basis, washing my hair on a regular basis. So after you have a baby, you could go a month without washing your hair. And guess what? That is why most, if not all, babies end up with cradle cap because the mom can't really keep up with things. I was there. Right? The mom can't really keep up with me. So I'm not able to keep my hair as clean as it needs to be to keep this bacteria from traveling to me. Not bacteria, fungi, I'm sorry. To keep this fungi from traveling to me, to my baby. Right? So off rip at the very, very beginning, as soon as this happens to our baby, what do? We go and we follow it up with the butters and oils and all types of stuff. This is not an attack on anybody, but we go ahead and we cover things up with oils and butters and things of that nature. And for that reason, it becomes very, very, very hard, right? It becomes very, very hard for us to control that bacteria on our children's scalp. Now, I'm going to get to y'all comments in a second. Let me get through this, and I promise we get into it because I really want to talk about this. I too am a mother who had two babies, well, one baby with cradle cap. My son actually didn't have cradle cap, but my daughter did. You know why? My daughter, I was brushing, combing in her hair, and my son, I wasn't bothering his head like that. Like he was cool, and I was washing his hair and just leaving it alone. It was my daughter's hair that I was brushing and combing and doing all of the extra stuff too, right? So you're not by yourself, player. Like I did it too, right? So this fungi, it travels all over the body. Now, the thing that we want to talk about here is what is the most favorable environment for this bacteria? Now, this is not just for babies, right? Once the patterns that we have as children, the patterns that we have as babies, we end up transitioning along with those patterns, right? So I want y'all to draw these parallels and stick around to the end because somebody asked the question about cholesterol. The teen natural community is telling everybody to use cholesterol now. And I'm going to tell you exactly why. We stopped using it a long time ago in the hair salon. I'm going to break down the exact ingredients and why we don't use it. But anyway, all right. So, what I really want you to think about when we're talking about these two bacteria that cause cradle cap, that cause junkage, that cause all of the different things that we talked about, right? The cradle cap. Let's get into it. Warmth. Fungi, listen to me. This is not this fungi that we're talking about. These three fungi that we're talking about today are only three of hundreds, thousands that live on your body, on your scalp, in your body, right? And these properties, we're talking about fungi in general. These three fungi are not the only ones on your scalp. So the properties that I'm giving you for these, excuse me, the properties that I'm giving you now are also going to go to all of the other bacteria that live on your scalp. So number one is warmth. Right now we're talking about the different factors, right? The different factors that cause bacteria to thrive. How do these bacteria thrive? They thrive in warm, humid conditions. Warm, humid conditions. This is not a rhetorical question. I need you guys that are listening to me really quick. When do you have warm and humid conditions on your head? Is it after you blow dry, shampoo and flat and blow dry your hair? You all got a flat on it. After you shampoo and blow dry your hair, shampoo and roll and set your hair, is your hair humid with moisture then, or is it humid with a whole bunch of moisture when you do a wash and go? When you do a twist out, when you let your hair dry overnight. That's B. I'm not saying what's right or wrong. I'm just asking a question. What has the most proper, the best environment for this fungi when you let your hair air dry, when you wash and go, or when you shampoo and blow dry your hair? Okay? So I'm gonna read it again. Warmth. Fungi prefers warm temperatures, typically ranging from 76 to 86 degrees. Listen, humidity. High humidity provides the moisture these fungi need to flourish. So do y'all see just from this right here? Do y'all see the way that y'all being manipulated? They keep fungi growing in your head, so you always need the product by making products for you that make the perfect environment for fungi to thrive. So the longer you leave your hair wet, the more you encourage the growth of the fungi that naturally lives on your body. You're like, oh, beef up. Okay. Humid climate has the moisture that this fungi needs to flourish. Fungal infections are more common in environments with an elevated humidity level. So, who has the most elevated humidity level? Somebody who shampoos and blow dries their hair, or somebody who does a wash and go? Somebody who does a twist out and lets it air dry? You tell me. I'm not telling you the answer. You tell me. Number three, poor ventilation. Inadequate airflow and poor ventilation contributes to the accumulation of moisture, creating an environment to conceive fungal growth. Hmm. So in the comments, real quick, can y'all name off for me? I'm not even gonna say them. I want your mind moving. In the comments, somebody name a couple of different hairstyles, a couple of different practices that you guys have that cause for poor ventilation to the scalp. All right. Shared spaces, places where people share personal items or come in close contact, such as in locker rooms, swimming pools, and community showers, increase the risk of transmission. Now, that's for somebody who obviously is not a baby. We're making the correlation, the cradle cap, jock itch, athlete's foot, it's the same exact bacteria. All right. Contaminated objects, we already talked about that, right? And compromised immune systems and animal contact, we've talked about that before, right? So when it comes to this bacteria, wingworm, folliculitis, how many of you guys have seen the video where I talk about folliculitis? Folliculitis, this is the same fungi. It is the same fungi. Now, there's a short clip that I made where sometimes I'll break down my local form videos in the shorts or whatnot, and people were misunderstanding what I said. Like, oh, there's no fungi on the scalp. I mean, there's no yeast on the scalp. It's bacteria. Listen, there's yeast. There is bacteria. There is fungi. Everything you can possibly think of is on the human and in the human body. You are a city. Fungi, bacteria, everything, you got it. And that's why it is your job to make sure that you are keeping your scalp clean. All right. So again, of course, I'm not going through all of this, but I'm gracing over the majority of the information so you guys can really see exactly what I'm talking about as it pertains to this, because it becomes really, really complicated when it doesn't have to. So you guys go ahead and start asking me your questions. I am going to get to some of your questions and then we are going to hop right back into this. But I don't want to keep going until I know that like some of you are with me. And this is the thing, there's nothing wrong with you loving twist. You can love twist, but you need to twist your hair properly. You need to do it properly. The styles have nothing to do with it. Styles have nothing to do with it. It's the way that the hairstyles are done. You don't go to cosmetology school to learn how to do hairstyles. That's not why you in cosmetology school. Hairstyling is a small module. That's not what you learn in cosmetology school. What you learn in cosmetology school is how to style the hair properly without damaging it. Not a bunch of different hairstyles. Ooh, this day in cosmetology school it's twist out day. This day in cosmetology school is weave day. It don't work like that. They barely do hairstyling. Hairstyles and stuff like that, those are things that you do once you're out of cosmetology school, right? This is the question that we're getting to. Give me a 5 really quick if you guys have seen videos of YouTubers talking about using cholesterol. I personally have not seen them. I do not uh cruise the world's internet looking for a new team natural hack. It drives me absolutely insane. But we will be getting to this in a second. I am going to break it down. Like, if y'all want to use cholesterol, you go ahead. But I haven't used it since I was in cosmetology school when they taught me what it was. So if y'all want to start using it, go ahead. But we're going to get into it in a second. I've had issues my whole life. It seems that I can't use regular shampoo because of the issues. Start, I need to use tea tree is the only thing that works. If tea tree is the only thing that, first of all, tea tree, the only thing that tea tree is doing is killing infections. So if every time you use a shampoo it's triggering the infection that's in your scalp, that's because The bacteria that lives in your scalp thrives off of the other things that you use. Tea tree and products have nothing to do with them. My love, don't get mad at me. You have a follicle infection. There is a bacteria that lives in your scalp. That's what the dermatologist is for. Don't depend on your dermatologist to just be your end all be all. No. Depend on your dermatologist to go in, give you a scalp biopsy, and tell you the exact bacteria that lives in your scalp so you can figure out how to kill it. That's what you're going to the dermatologist for. Because you can't take a skin biopsy on yourself. The dermatologist has to do that. But once they do it, nothing can stop you. But go see what it is in the follicle. Something in your follicle is doing it. Imagine sharing a brush as kids in the 90s. But that's what I'm saying. As kids, I remember me and my cousins used to use the same brushes when we was putting all that jam in our head, slicking stuff back with the jam and the pump it up and the beeswax. What do you mean? Mine never had that good. We did all kinds of craziness in the 90s. Yes, I was born in 1990. July 20th, 1990 is my birthday. My baby had cradle cap, and the doctor warned us against applying baby oil, said it would make it worse. Listen to me. But listen, when you go on social media, they tell you guys that the reason that you are what you're supposed to do with cradle cap is peel all of the skin off and then put oil on it, put mineral oil. Baby oil is nothing but scented mineral oil. Mineral oil is nothing but petroleum. Mineral oil is made of the same thing that you pump your gas you pump in your car, that your gas is made of. It's a fact. Don't have to take my word for it, right? Wash and goes, yes. Wash and goes, yes. Some are going, oh my God, it is all over social media. And the thing is, that's what started it. You guys have been doing like the bagging method and all of these different methods and things where you sleep with wet hair, right? Sleeping with wet hair is the fastest way to grow bacteria. And then after you guys rinse it out, you grease the scalp and lock the moisture in, right? I'm just going over y'all comments, but we're gonna hop back into our lesson. Yes. 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 Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yes. Hard not to finish. Hard not to be finished without greasing the ends because they're shedding and breaking off so much. But this is the thing. The reason that your ends are breaking off and shedding so much is because of something that you're doing. Don't get mad at me. If your ends are breaking off, something you're doing is breaking it. There is no invisible little person, that's invisible little miniature person. I was just watching, what is it called? Gen Z, I don't know, where they superpowers and one of them, her name Cricket, and she when she throw up, she can get real small. There's Cricket is not coming in your room and cutting your hair and making your hair fall out. Something that you've been doing is causing your ends to break. And guess what? Oil isn't keeping your ends together. So I understand what you're saying. Naturally in your mind, you're like, oh my God, my ends feel funny. Let me add oil. Oil is not gonna put your split ends back together. It's not at all. Actually, oil will make your split ends weaken because it's blocking them and putting more weight on your hair, which is going to cause them to split further. Oil doesn't seal ends together. So these are things that I want you to think about, right? If the reason that you're doing something doesn't make sense, it needs to stop. If you're only oiling your ends to seal in or to stop breakage, it's not stopping breakage. Oil does not stop breakage. Okay? If anything, it causes it. I've heard there's a good health. I mean, yeah, but not really. Even if it does, if your gut is off balance, right? Let's say your gut is off balance, and you've been eating real raunchy. You've been eating double cheeseburgers with mac sauce and extra bacon. That's always my cheat meal, so that's why I always bring that up. Like, let's say you've been eating that, right? That's coming out of your pores. But if you're washing your hair, it doesn't matter. These are the things that I want to think about. Thank you for asking this question I was about to ask you. Is there a way to cure seborrheic dermatitis without washing your hair? So My first question to you, which is what I wanted to ask you when you first asked the question. I love you. You already know. You've been on my channel for a minute. I recognize your beautiful face when I see it, okay? But I also know that you try a lot of stuff for your hair. So what I want to ask you before I can answer that question, I need to know what is your, for the last, let me say for the last year, how many different products have you used in your hair? How many different hairstyles have you done in the last year? How many different oils have you put in your hair over the last year? These are all questions I need you to answer before I can answer yours. Please educate me. I've been using cholesterol for 40 plus years and yet to battle with. Listen, hey, thank you for saying this. Let me adjust my camera because I wasn't gonna get into this until the end, but I'm getting into it now because of this comment right here. And let me tell you something. Everybody listen to the sound of my voice. Just like I told y'all, what was that with the rice water video? It was like 5, 6 years ago. Or no, I'm lying. Or whatever. It's about 3, 4 years ago. I don't know. And I told y'all then that y'all was killing y'all follicles slowly by using rice water. Let me tell you something. If y'all keep using, if y'all think y'all didn't have a seborrheic dermatitis before, start using cholesterol as a conditioner. So give me a tool. We're gonna stop here in her comment. Everybody stay. I'm going to get to the rest of y'all comments. But this is one of those things that make me say, I'm going live. You know why? Because y'all constantly get sucked into the same pattern for the same reason. The reason is y'all just listening to what somebody say. I'm not talking about you, baby, because you asking the question, so that's not you. You just listen to what somebody got to say and you follow them. Let's get into it. Hold on, I got to share the screen. That's funny. Do you think, this is in the comments real quick, do you think that cholesterol is a animal product or do you think it's vegan? And do you think cholesterol is good for everyone's hair or is it only good for a certain porosity? You tell me. This is not a rhetorical question. Let me know in the comments, baby. And today, the reason I'm doing this today, hey, click the links on my website. The reason I'm doing this today, I want to show you how easily manipulated you are. Don't get mad at me. I want to show you guys how easily manipulated you are. Now, this, oh, Gen Z, listen, I've been watching Gen Z all day. I finished the season already. Oh my God. Anyway, I love cricket. Oh my God. Anyway, so this is the one we're talking about, correct? Not a rhetorical question, correct? Now, this is a product that has been out my entire career before I started doing hair. But guess what? Look, that's why it says new look, because it's been out for a long time. Let me say this real quick with so y'all can see my face really quick. Cholesterol is sheep's wool. You hear me? Cholesterol conditioner is conditioner made of sheep's wool. Okay, let's go back to it. I'll show you. Okay, so take these screenshots yourself. Now, cholesterol conditioner contains. Wait a minute. Hold on. I just want y'all to take a screenshot of this real quick. And I'm not going to read the scientific part. I'm just going to say it in layman's terms because it's going to be way more longer and drawn out. So the first thing is the first main ingredient is cholesterol ester, right? Now this is sheep's wool. Do you hear me? It is derived from sheep's wool. Do you hear me? Sheep's wool is where it comes from. I really, really need y'all to understand this. And the reason that people use it is because it fills gaps. It's so thick, it's so heavy. The oil that is derived from sheep's wool, right? It's so freaking thick. It is the highest on the comedogenic scale. And the only reason that it's useful in any way, shape, or form, it puts a heavy, thick coating on the hair shaft. A heavy, thick coating over the cuticle. It's made of sheep's wool, you guys. Sheep's wool. Sheep's wool. Cholesterol. Y'all hearing cholesterol and y'all thinking, oh, high cholesterol. Cholesterol like in my food. No, my baby. No, my baby. No. It's cholesterol esters made from the oil that is taken from sheep's wool. Then they mix that up, right? It forms a protective barrier around the hair and the hair's cuticle. But remember, we've been talking for years now, saying that the cuticle does not need a protective barrier. Listen, your hair does not absorb moisture from products. Your hair absorbs moisture from the environment. So if you have sheep's wool on your hair, your cuticle cannot open to absorb moisture from the environment. That's why when the conditioner is not on and when it wears off, your hair is dry as hell because your hair hasn't received any moisture internally. Everything that you do to your hair is from the outside. That's why as soon as you rinse the shampoo off, everybody's like, "Oh, I use Olaplex 6 and I use Olaplex 4C and it stripped my hair." It did not strip your hair. It took off all the layers of products that y'all have put on. So again, cholesterol ester can be particularly beneficial for high porosity hair, helping to fill the gaps in the hair's cuticle and retain moisture. When they say, listen, when they say retained moisture, they're talking about the moisture that's coming from the inside of the body. But the moisture that's coming from the inside of the body, not all of it is pure. Some of it is a little toxic and needs to be released. And as your body releases toxic moisture, it can take in proper moisture. But if you're using cholesterol on your hair, baby, your hair ain't absorbing nothing from the environment. Its only purpose is to put a thick coating on your hair, the same way the keratin is. That is why the majority of cosmetologists don't use it. There's no big secret we trying to keep from y'all. The product is trash. And the only person who should use it is somebody with high porosity hair. If you have low porosity hair, this gonna feel good on your hair for a minute, but then it's gonna fall off the same way rice water did. Rice water and cholesterol in the hair basically do the same thing. And see, the reason that the Team Natural is now using cholesterol is because their hair is still damaged. And cholesterol has sheep's wool in it, lamb's wool in it. So it's filling those holes and it's filling those gaps. And then it has a couple of like vitamins and stuff like that. They put a couple of little preservatives in to make it a little bit better. But most cosmetologists do not use cholesterol. And the only way that we would use it is if we have a person whose hair is massively damaged, but they don't want to pay the extra money to get an Olaplex treatment and they just need something super quick that's going to wash off in a couple of days. So you put cholesterol in their hair because by the next wash it's gonna be gone and the hole's gonna be back. So y'all can start putting that in y'all hair if y'all want to, but it's been out for years. Like if anybody's under 30, listen, cholesterol been out longer than I've been alive. It's been out longer than I've been alive. I'm 30, I'm about to be 34. And it's been out longer, hey, that I've been alive. It's been out longer than I've been alive. And cosmetologists stopped using cholesterol in the hair a long time ago. It is sheep's wool. It's made from the oil that is derived from sheep's wool. It is the thickest oil around. I don't know. Look it up, baby. Hold on. I'm going to pull up. Here we go. Right here. And you can Google this yourself. You feel me? Listen, I'm gonna share it with you real quick, and I want every last person to screenshot it. And the next time somebody come up to, oh, cholesterol, they don't know what they're talking about. This is what it's made of. Screenshot this, research it for yourself. You don't have to take my word for it. Like what? This is everything that I'm saying is public record. Anybody can Google this. You see? Yeah. This is where it comes from. Mhm. Now it causes no harm to sheep, but they put sheep's wool through a machine, and when they put it in the machine separates the oil from chemicals and debris, and then they purify it, and that is what they use to make cholesterol with. That's what they use to make the conditioner with. Listen, listen. I'll be 56 in a couple days, and it was available when I was a kid. It's been out forever, and cosmetologists stopped using it for decades ago. It's been out forever. But see, y'all young. I am too. You 33. And if you 30, if you under, if like she just said she's in her 50s and it was around when she's a kid, this shit been around forever. But y'all are young and y'all don't read. Not y'all. And don't nobody research nothing. So anything that they bring up, y'all gonna be like, this is new. No, the fuck it's not. Just like Gina Curl ain't new. Y'all letting the old white lady give y'all a Jerry curl. Now everybody's hair is falling off the same way that I told y'all it would when I first made the video. I don't make these videos for internet beef. I make these videos to try to warn y'all before y'all in situations that y'all can't get out of. Cholesterol is made from sheep's wool. They press the oil out of sheep's wool. And then they mix that with a couple of additives, a couple of oils, and some wax. And then they say cholesterol. And then it feels good in your hair. Hell yeah, it do. It's made of the thickest oil, one of the thickest oils on the market. Hell yeah, make your hair feel good. It's one of the cheapest conditioners around. You don't think if it was good, cosmetologists like me would be using that over Joyco and everything else? We stopped using it because it gives seborrheic dermatitis. Hey, there was just somebody in here. There was just somebody in here that said they've been using it for a long time and they have listen, please educate me. I've been using cholesterol for 40 plus years, and yes, I used to battle with seborrheic dermatitis. You know why? Because you are packing your scalp and your hair shaft full of sheep's wool. And don't get mad at me. Most women think that conditioner goes on the scalp. So you put conditioner in your hair and you rub it into the scalp. If you use cholesterol, I'm about to put it back on the screen. I don't care what nobody says. If you use this conditioner in your hair, you are rubbing sheep's wool, the oil taken and pressed out of sheep's wool. You are using that on your hair. That is what you're doing, my love, and nothing else. This is not a product that's just so freaking amazing. Oh, it's so good. It's bullshit. Restored shine and manageability. Dry over processed hair is another word for high porosity hair. I have high porosity hair, but it's high porosity naturally. The majority of women who do natural stuff and team natural stuff have high porosity hair, damaged high porosity hair. I have high porosity hair, but I can get my cuticle to close. It just opens very easily. That's what high porosity hair means. Not that it never closes, just that it opens a lot faster than everybody do. It's an easy hair shaft. Okay? And low porosity hair waiting until it get married. It's a little more. You gotta buy drinks and stuff. You gotta do more stuff to it to get the cuticle to open. But at the end of the day, it's all the same. Is only beneficial for somebody who has damaged high porosity hair, and it does not cure anything. This product will not cure your damaged hair, but it will put a band-aid and a thick coating and layer on the hair shaft the same way that keratin treatments do. This conditioner does the same thing to the hair shaft that keratin treatments do. And most cosmetologists don't use keratin treatments for the same reason that most cosmetologists don't use cholesterol. Hmm? Having fungus bacteria in toenails, can that affect your hair? Also, it sure can. You know why? The bacteria that I was just telling you about, it not only does it cause wingworm, it also causes athlete's foot and a couple of other things. So absolutely, yes, that's why you have to wash your hair. Like we don't understand how like you touch your feet and then just going like that. Just touch it. And then the thing is, let's say you got let's say you have a toenail that has a bacteria infection on it, right? You realize bacteria not like, oh, I'm on her toe, I ain't going nowhere else. At any time that you touch it, if you go touch your head in any way, shape, or form, or even anything over here, absolutely. That's how babies get cradle calf. The bacteria travels from the mother to the child. That's how it works. Okay, Sam, so when do you oil your hair, or how do you feel about hemp seed oil? I don't oil my hair ever. The only time I use hemp seed oil in my hair is if, like, for example, whenever I take this weave out next week, I'll use hemp seed oil on my ends to comb my hair out only if I come to a tangle. I don't say, oh, it's time to take my braids out. Let me just dump a bunch of oil in my hair and put it on my hair. No, I use products as I need them. I'm a cosmetologist. I don't play with hair products like that. Hair products are like it's an insult to me. Like I do what I do with my hands. Hair products are tools. I use them. Tools and hair products submit to me. I don't submit to them. I don't need them. They need me. So I don't use oil on my hair, period, unless I'm detangling my hair before I shampoo it. I don't use oil on my hair. It's not necessary. I used this years ago and never knew that. And most of us don't know it. But we can. It's a quick Google search. It's a quick Google search. A quick Google search that the girls who teaching y'all to put it in y'all hair again didn't do. They didn't teach y'all nothing. Y'all might as well. Why are y'all switching up the products? Let me tell you something. Y'all can say whatever y'all want to say about professional hair care products. Cholesterol ain't got nothing on Joyco. Cholesterol ain't got nothing on Kimberly. Cholesterol ain't got nothing on BioSilk. Nothing. There are some amazing product lines out here. Why are y'all trying to go back to the old cheap stuff before we knew anything? That product's so damn old. It is made from sheep's wool, the oil that they press out of sheep's wool. That's the cholesterol it is. Not the type of cholesterol you have cholesterol. Who are here needs cholesterol? Like, y'all better stop listening to these girls playing in their hair. Cause then you end up, yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am. So instead of letting your own sebum come out of your scalp, you putting cheap sebum in your hair. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. You got it, baby. Yes, ma'am. And your hair shiny than a mug. Girl, yeah, girl. I read something. Yes. Yeah, that's what, listen. Thank you. Everybody take a screenshot and research what she read. I'm not making this up. And then on the blog post, I'm also including an article. Listen, the article, when you research this scalp disorder, aka cradle cap for babies, they don't understand that y'all grease y'all scalp and y'all don't wash y'all hair. So they're making guesses. They're like, maybe it's coming from poor living environments, from low budget homes, because it's like the amount of Black children that get it is uncanny. Why? Because, and the thing is, other races of kids get it 100%, but on a Black child, it spreads from one spot to like some kids, it be all over their forehead. I did hair for over a decade. I did children's hair for a split second, and I stopped doing children's hair for this reason because women would not stop greasing their children's scalps and then wanted to argue with me about it. And if you are a woman whose child had cradle cap and you peeled it off, you may notice after you peeled it off and put a bunch of oil on it, it spread. It went from back here and it just gets bigger and bigger. And sometimes it comes up here. Yeah, that's because it's a bacteria, it's a fungi. And its favorite food is oil. And its favorite thing to be is wet in humid environments. So with y'all locking on to moisture, holding on to moisture. Listen, warm, wet environments are the perfect breeding ground for bacteria. And we all know this. This is not anything new. We all know this. What is the fastest way to get mold somewhere? If you leave a bunch of wet clothes with food in them in a bag, it won't even take a week before mold and mildew grow. So why do you think it's anything wrong? Stellar cholesterol from the 1960s. Yes, the 1960s. Why are y'all acting like cholesterol is something new? When cholesterol been out longer than, listen, my mama wasn't even out my grandpa's nutsack when that was made. My mama was born in 64. My mother was born in 64. So cholesterol been out as long as our mothers have been alive. Why are y'all acting like it's something new? And nobody's stopping to think why cosmetologists stopped using it decades ago? Nobody's gonna ask. Stop thinking that every time y'all see a YouTuber make something, they got some right information and nobody got. 9 times out of 10, if it's something dumb that they tell y'all to do, it's some shit y'all shouldn't be doing. And cholesterol is probably one of the dumbest things I've seen y'all do. Sheep's wool. Sheep sebum. Hi, beautiful. I don't use oil everywhere, only on my edges to remove edge control. I've tried almond oil with tea tree oil, but stop. I've been wearing my hair straightened and crochets occasionally. I need more information than that, baby. So you say I don't use oil everywhere. I use it on my edges. How long have you been doing that? And then what type of edge control do you use? Because edge control invokes seborrheic dermatitis faster than oil does. Edge control is 10 times thicker than oil is. You try almond oil with tea tree oil, but stop. Using it one time is enough to invoke seborrheic dermatitis. Just one time. Just one time. There is no shortcut. Whatever your recommended dosage is what you need to do. No, there is no way around you washing your hair multiple times a week to kill the bacteria that you fed and let overgrow in your scalp. There are no shortcuts. You have to wash your hair multiple times a week to kill the bacteria that you fed with oil and let grow. I'm sorry. That's just how it goes. I love you. Well, cholesterol. Every cholesterol. Listen, mark my words. Y'all gonna make cholesterol popular again on YouTube, right? And y'all gonna see all of these brands come out with their own versions of cholesterol conditioners. Watch. What? What? You gotta take my word for it. Just remember I said this. I'm gonna timestamp it. Watch. We used that when we were younger. My sister and I'm now 50. Well, first of all, if you 50 in that picture, girl, you bad in the mood. Not the 50 is old, but girl, I thought you was younger than me. But yeah. And listen, back then it was fine. Listen, like just when I started doing hair alone, it was some stupid stuff like pump it up, like pump it up and beeswax. Girl, you cannot tell me nothing with my twisties, girl. What? I'm from the D. Y'all be trying to do like the little swoops and little braids. Then, girl, bye. That was born in the D. I don't care what nobody say. We was boom, boom with them swoops and them 2 long braids. Like what you talk about? Like we call them genie braids. Like, so girl, me too. Damn, Stan, I used to think Queen and Helen was that deal. Thanks for the like. No, it is not. It's not. It's sheep's wool. It's sheep's wool. Now, will it make your hair feel good? Yeah. But it's sheep's wool. The only reason it's making it feel good is because it's putting a thick coating, a thick layer of a product or of an oil on top of your hair shaft, and it's blocking your cuticle from opening and closing. It's been out forever. If it was such, it's been out since the 60s. If it was such an amazing product, why is everybody who's been using it for years still dealing with hair problems? Because it doesn't fix anything. It puts a band-aid on. Yeah, the Gina Curl too. Y'all, I don't feel bad. I don't give a listen. I told all y'all to stop using Gina Curl. Ain't nobody want to listen to me. I gave my baby acne and cradle cap because I use yes. Thank you for but listen, no, they don't give no book with parenting. I know that for a fact. And if they do, I want to call because I didn't get one. You don't know. You're doing the best that you can, right? And you think that you're doing the right thing, but that's something that I want y'all to think about. Like, y'all have to really, really look into products that y'all using and look at the pros and cons. All y'all look at is the con. I mean, the pros. Y'all don't look at none of the cons. Y'all have to become gurus yourself and really start looking at medical journals, especially if it's your baby. Don't just be like, oh, she said no. Even if it's a doctor, even what's coming out of my mouth. That's why I give y'all the facts so y'all can look stuff up yourself. I don't want you taking my word for it because if you take my word for it, you're dependent on me and nothing in your mind is changing. You just taking the focus from other YouTubers and you putting it on me. Nothing in your mind is changing. I do not want to be the guide of your hair growth cycle. No, you are. You. But you can only do that if you understand. That's so funny that you brought up cradle cap. I just recently had a baby and I'm trying to figure out how to get rid of it. Do you have any suggestions? Leave your daughter's hair alone. And okay, don't get offended. Your patterns are directly affecting your daughter's patterns. If your daughter has cradle cap, you have the bacteria all around your house. That's the only way your daughter can get it. The only way your child, your son or your daughter can get cradle cap is if you allow this bacteria to overgrow in your home or your combs or brushes. And the number one thing, a lot of women are going to hear this. The fastest way to get rid of it on your baby is to start washing your hair more to keep your scalp clean. Because the thing is, y'all can heal your baby's cradle cap, but your baby going to sleep next to you. Your baby's getting the bacteria from you, my love. Don't get mad at me when I say this, but if that's your hair, if that's you that I'm looking at in the picture, do not get mad at me. Your hair, if that's a natural fro, if you didn't blow dry that, if that's like a wash and go where you sit under the dryer and you put products in your hair, your baby is getting cradle cap from you, my love. It's coming from you. A baby doesn't get cradle cap from itself. The baby's getting cradle cap from outside sources, from your combs, your brushes. The same bacteria that is on your baby's scalp that is causing cradle cap, it causes athlete's foot, jock itch, ringworm. It's a bacteria that lives everywhere. And when we don't wash our hair properly, or when we don't have certain hygiene practices, I'm not saying you funky, right? It causes an overgrowth of that bacteria. And all you gotta do, listen, if that bacteria lives in your scalp, and if you wash your hair any less than once every 2 weeks, the bacteria is infested on your scalp. When you hold your baby, that bacteria goes from you directly to your baby's head. That is how cradle cap goes from mother to baby. And then if somebody else comes over your house, let's say you not the problem. Let's say you got a friend who be doing rice water and all the Team Natural stuff. My Team Natural girls, your babies are gonna have cradle cap. I'm just being real. The babies are getting cradle cap from their moms. It's not coming from an outside source. It's coming from you, babe. I'm not being stank. I'm just saying. So you have to change your hair practices. Hey, boo. What is cradle cap? You got to rewind from the beginning. Yep, I stopped putting the lavender oil on my nipples and face cleared up when I made sure that did not apply to the baby's hair. And that's the thing. Listen, humans just do too much shit that they're not supposed to do. I don't think at any time God was sitting anywhere like, you know what they're gonna do one day? They're gonna take that sheep wool, press it, and put it in their hair. Like, bro, everything that people make should not go in your hair. I know the sheep was looking like these freaking weird ass people. Like, you are weird. Like that is literally the if I could think of the worst, one of the worst oils that you could put anywhere near your body, it would be this. I swear to God. That's why when somebody say, oh, cholesterol, when I see all these videos about people recommending cholesterol, it's like it's worse than rice water. It was always cheap. Yeah, it was always cheap because it's made from sheep's wool. It ain't that it's not expensive. The one thing I've learned from me seeing is that I wasn't washing my hair enough. As soon as I moved to weekly washing, my scalp improved. I thought 2 weeks was enough. I was wrong. And this is the thing, everybody's scalp is different, right? I've had clients that can go every 2 weeks. I've had clients that I remember, I'm not gonna say her name. I remember one client, she has to wash her hair every 2 days. And I was like, no, like, because at the beginning, I didn't know any better. This was before one of my degrees. I was like, no, what are you talking about? You're not supposed to do that only every 2 weeks, blah, blah, blah. Because I was thinking as it pertains to the style. Like, every 2, 3 weeks, you come here to see me, girl, you watch your hair stuff. But then when I thought about it, and then when I learned more about her, I was like, oh my God, like her sebum production was so high. Not that it was a problem. Her skin was beautiful, her hair was beautiful, but she produced so much oil in her body that she had to wash her hair every 2 days. And if she went longer than 2 days, she would get like boils in her not boils, but like burning stuff in her scalp. And then she went to see a dermatologist. The dermatologist did a skin biopsy. She had no bacteria in her scalp. Her follicles just produced so much sebum. And sebum also, like the sebaceous gland in your scalp doesn't just release oil, it also releases an acid to remove excess oil. So sometimes the burn and stuff you feel on your scalp isn't like something wrong with your hair, but your body produces its own acid to remove excess sebum in between your washes. So because her body was producing so much oil, she was following up and doing all of that, like washing her hair so much just to control it. And then once she started washing her hair, like she washed her hair every 2, 3 days, and it's fine. And we just had to get a different regimen. We just had to get a different regimen so her hair wouldn't break off and stuff from her washing it too much and changing up her shampoos. That's the only time that I recommend sulfate-free shampoo. Like if you are a person who is shampooing your hair more than once a week, yeah, use sulfate-free shampoo. But if you're not shampooing your hair more than once a week, then girl, if you don't go get some regular damn shampoo. That was the shit back in the day, but it's back in the day. Yeah. And listen, it was the shit back in the day before they had anything else. And then our mothers and grandmothers and the other hairstylists that laid the way for me, they came up with other stuff. They came up with stuff better. Like the fuck, our aunties and grandmas stopped using that shit a long time ago. Yes, I turned 50 this year. I'm so glad I found your channel though. I've learned so much. Ooh, you just turned. Listen, let me tell you something. As I get older, I thought I was stressed. I'm not stressed at all. Like Black women, y'all make me feel so good about aging. I'm actually excited to age, like my mama, because my mama getting older. Like my mama almost 60, but she loves people to ask her age because she do not look 60. Thank you, saying I use almond oil and tea tree multiple times. I thought it was okay because it's non-comedogenic. How long does it take to get rid of seborrheic dermatitis? I'm watching. Okay, listen. Just because the oil won't block the follicle doesn't mean that it should go in there. When a non-comedogenic oil means that It's not going to be something that you put on the scalp and then instantly is going to cause bumps. But this is the thing. If this is a cup, right? The cup is not full, but whether I take an oil, like I'm not being a smart ass. This cup is your hair is follicle. Okay, this cup is your hair is follicle. There is tea in this cup right now, just like in your follicle, there is oil right now. Now, if you take oil, if I take water, anything, and I just keep pouring it in this cup, once it fills, it's gonna start overflowing, right? And water, don't get mad. Water is non-comedogenic. Water does not block the cuticle or the follicle. It's water. But once this cup is full, if I keep pouring it, it's gonna overflow. Your follicle. It's already full with oil. So when you pour more oil on it, no, it's not gonna block it and keep any oil from going out, but you will have too much oil within your hair's follicle. No, it's not blocking it, but it still doesn't belong there. There's already something there. No, water is not comedogenic. It's not going to block me from pouring more water in this cup. But guess what? There will never be an even flow. This cup will always be overflowing if I keep pouring water in a cup that is already full. The same thing is happening to your follicle. Just like there's already water in this cup, there's already oil in your follicle. So you're not helping by putting more oil in there. Like, it doesn't help. You're only hurting. I have no idea how long it takes. I don't know how much bacteria you've grown, and you've tried it a couple of times. So this is the thing. You put oil in your hair and you use tea tree oil. Tea tree kills good bacteria and bad bacteria. So you're drowning your hair's follicle and killing the good and bad bacteria at the same time. So I don't know, because I don't know how much of the good bacteria you killed, and you need the good bacteria to kill the bad bacteria. Do you understand what I'm saying? YouTubers have y'all in a pickle, baby. In a pickle. It's gonna take as long as it's gonna take. There is no regimen, there's no set thing, because the things that you've done are not normal. Nobody has nobody has taken the time to do the test to figure out how to get you out of this situation, because it's not normal. You're not supposed to do it. So you're gonna have to keep doing it and stay consistent until it goes away. If you don't do it a couple of times away, I'm washing twice a week. Yes. How long does it usually take to get rid of seborrheic dermatitis? Watching twice a week? I have no idea. It's all dependent on you, your diet, your regimen, your stress levels. Because you got to remember, not only did you fill your follicle up with oil, that induced stress. When you induce stress in your body, and don't take my word for it. Google everything that I'm saying. Don't take nothing I'm saying as prayer book. When you stress, even when you like outside stress, physical stress, you filling your follicle up with oil, you're stressing the follicle immensely. And think about this. You filling your follicle that's already full with sebum up with oil. But when you fill it out up, you're stressing it out. And guess what? When you cause stress to any part of the body, it causes your body to release a hormone called cortisol. And cortisol triggers your follicles all over your body, because you have sebaceous glands from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet, except for the palms of your hands, your elbows, your knees, and your feet, the soles of your feet. But you have sebaceous glands everywhere. So whenever you do that, you trigger the sebaceous glands all throughout your body to just push out a bunch of oil. So the stress can come from your diet, the hairstyles that you put in. There are so many different things that can cause a rise of sebum production, which is seborrheic dermatitis, too much sebum production. So there is no way for me to be able to answer that without knowing more about you. So if you need more help, you can book a one-on-one pay, but I really can't give you any more consult than that. I am breastfeeding and using. Listen, stop. You're going to give your baby cradle cap. And this is the thing, babe. I'm not attacking you, but as a mommy, And I've done it too. Listen, I will not breastfeed with it. And I want to know who the hell y'all been listening to. Who told y'all to do that? Who told y'all to put sheep's wool on y'all nipples? Who told y'all to do that? I'm so serious. Who told y'all to do that? I want to see the stupid video. Who the hell told y'all to do that? And I don't look, don't get mad at I'm about to share the screen with y'all again. I am not making anything up. And from now on, when y'all look at any video, before y'all buy anything, go Google how is it made. This oil is made by putting sheep's wool through a machine that separates the oil from other chemicals and debris. That is what the oil that you're putting on your nipples does. Like, what is happening? And I'm pretty sure the only thing that I can think of that putting that on your nipples will be good for is keeping you, not nothing that helps your baby, but keeping you from getting blisters and bruises on your nipples. Is that what they told you? And if that's it, oh, listen, girl, oh, yes, that mm, that shit right there. I learned something new and dumb every day. Somebody gave it to you right after birth. Was it a midwife or was it in a hospital? Girl, y'all better stop playing with y'all bodies and stop playing with y'all kids' bodies. I've grown up oiling my scalp hair, didn't realize how it became a habit for me until I finally stopped oiling my scalp. And it's a lot of habits that we have, and it's okay. Like it was my mom paid for me to go to cosmetology school. It was a habit for her too, but my mom paid for me to go to school, so she was like, "What? And then I explained it to her. She was like, "Shut up." My mama ain't greased her scalp since I've been in cosmetology school. Since I came home that day, my baby never had it because you told me to leave her hair alone, and I wash my baby's hair every week. Listen, and your baby's hair is thriving, isn't it? Thriving. Her sebaceous gland is brand new. Brand new, I remember, boo, because we talked about that. With sulfate, hey, girl, they took out sulfate. Think about it. Sulfate free shampoo came out the same time co-wash and conditioner came out. Y'all don't think it's a coincidence that y'all all stop using regular shampoo and only use sulfate free shampoo and co-wash and conditioner, and now all y'all got scalp infections? Y'all better see it. Dad kept passing his foot. Kept dad out my bathtub. But yep. Because it'll transfer. It's the same bacteria. I finally stopped oiling my scalp. Yes. Now getting better products for the hair. Yes, because you don't need it. About 5 years ago, I got rid of my seborrheic dermatitis by doing a herbal colon cleanse. Yep. Right now, everything. It's my pleasure, baby. The nurse told us to use. But did she say why? And this is the thing. I don't care. They dumb in the hospital too. I had a dumb listen. Okay, my kids are the exact opposite. My daughter didn't want to come out. My son didn't want to stay in. So I was due April 26th, but my water broke January 2nd, and I had my son January 7th. Okay. When I was in there, I had a nurse. I was in there. It was so depressing. Oh my God, because my husband couldn't stay there with me all the time because Bill was a baby and shit. We don't want to keep it. Oh, it was horrific. It was like the worst experience of my life. That's why I'm never having any more children. But I remember being in there and it was like 3 o'clock in the morning. I was finally able to fall asleep. And this nurse walks in. I'm not gonna say what race she is. You can guess. And she was like, "Hey, girl, I'm turning on these lights." You do hair, and it's crazy because you actually do my cousin hair. And yeah, let me check your legs real quick. Like, and she tried to give me something stupid. And I was like, what? And I remember looking online and being like, I don't need that. Just because you're in the hospital don't mean you listen to them. Just like just because you're in the hair salon, if you listening to a dumb hairstylist that's saying something that you don't really think, don't let her do your hair. Just because they're in the hospital don't mean they know something. My nurse told me to use coconut oil. Like, girl, I don't nothing. I ain't got nothing to say. I was about to buy a lot of oil yesterday, castor oil. Listen, if y'all all gonna have some, that's why everybody got seborrheic dermatitis. My doctor's office recommended it. It's also in all baby giveaway packages. My baby is 19 years old. Yep. It's to prevent it. You want to know why it prevents your nipples from chafing? Because it's a layer of thick oil on top of your skin that the baby can't even really suck through. Girl, y'all better start reading up on shit before y'all take it. I had stuff in my baby giveaway package too. I was like, I don't be needing this. I don't be needing this. Just because somebody give it to you, don't mean you should use it. You don't use all the sauces that they give you when you go to Taco Bell. Why you using all of that? Hold on. I need to move this light down. Y'all don't use all of the sauces that they give y'all when y'all go to the restaurant. So why y'all using all of those? That don't even make sense, bro. That don't make no sense. But oh, I'm highly allergic to box ties. I really like dark hair. I know you mentioned henna isn't good for the hair shaft. Should I just do a rinse? Yeah, just do a rinse. If you don't want to do permanent hair color, just do a rinse. But henna is more permanent than professional hair color is. Off topic, is it true that satin breaks off hair? Should I buy? No, y'all. No, it's not true. My pillow ain't. This ain't silk or satin. It's like velvety, and my hair don't work off at all. Every time they tell y'all, don't get that, get that. They're trying to get money off of you. Because bet money when they tell you not to get that and to get the other thing, it's a link to the other thing in the description box. Pay attention. It's funny how everyone on YouTube is going back to basics. You know why? Because all of the shit that they had y'all doing was made up. They have no other choice but to go back to basics. They don't like the thing is, after I get done finishing up, like ending all of this stuff, I'm gonna be giving y'all new stuff. You know why I can give you new stuff? Because this has been the study of my life. I don't just randomly get online and start making up stuff. Like, oh, try this. I can talk about the human body forever. Like, we will not run out. Everybody's going back to basics because nobody has anything else. I don't know, love. I'm not being disrespectful. I just really don't want to talk back and forth about a bunch of hair products. I really don't. I wear two strand twists and extensions and keep it in for about a month if that's safe for my scalp. Yeah, as long as your scalp is like, how does your scalp feel? How does your scalp feel like in between? In between washes? Like, how is your scalp feeling? Wash, condition, leave your blow dry style. That's what my mom did. Yep. And that's all I do. And that's all y'all need to do. Y'all seeing everybody going back to Blue Magic? Yes, that's girl. And that's girl. I already got a video on that. Once again, that's the stuff that y'all need to pay attention to. Anytime they going back to some old shit is because they don't know nothing else to tell you. They don't got no other blog articles to read from. They don't got no other information to recycle. So they going back to shit that was out before they was born. They're telling y'all to use Blue Magic. They don't know nothing about what's in Blue Magic. They wasn't born yet when it was made. I wasn't born. Blue Magic is old. It's scented petroleum. Like, it's dumb. I don't care what nobody say. Anybody, I use Blue Magic. You use petroleum. If you use blue, you don't need to go buy Blue Magic. Go get Vaseline from the dollar store. It is the same product. It is the same product. The only difference between Blue Magic and the Vaseline that you get from the dollar store is the Blue Magic has a fragrance and a blue tint to it and a dye. That's the only difference. There's no other difference. Honest, unsubscribe from everyone except natural hair braiders since I found Sendal a week ago. But don't do that because then I feel like that's gonna come back on me. And I'm not making these videos so y'all can follow people. I just want y'all to like no bullshit when y'all see it. Like, that's dumb. So now when y'all looking at cholesterol, say that's sheep's wool conditioner. Y'all can use it if y'all want to. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just telling you it's sheep's wool. It's not amazing. It's made of sheep's wool. I understand. I understand from that perspective, then, for sure. But I just want to show y'all. Did I speak about seborrheic dermatitis? That's all I was talking about. But I will talk about it for you again, beautiful. If you just got here and you need me to go back, what about it do you want me to talk about? I got you. I already made dinner for my family. We only been on here for about an hour and 17 minutes. I don't know how many thumbs up, but can I get like a thumbs up, please? I love you. Thank you. Yeah, what do you want to know about seborrheic dermatitis? At the very beginning, we talked about seborrheic dermatitis an hour ago, maybe. And I got you. I'll talk about it again. It's my pleasure. Well, the only thing I need from y'all is to spread the word. And you don't have to say it the exact way that I'm saying it, right? But not once y'all take all of the screenshots that I'm showing y'all in this video, right? I want y'all to really like figure out different ways that y'all can bring this information up in conversation, right? Because it's dumb. It's dumb that we can't have these conversations, right? It's dumb that we can't get into certain type of information without us understanding like the truth about the hair products that we're using, because the thing is everybody can use whatever hair products y'all can use whatever products y'all want to use, but the thing is y'all should be taught how to either look up the information for yourself or be given all of the information in the video. Y'all need pros and cons. That's okay. But y'all need to, if all they gave you, if you go somewhere and all they give you is the pros, make it your mission to find the cons. As a scientist, I'm not like, oh, this is right. Everything that I do, everything that I see, I'm trying to prove wrong. The things that I found out about oiling the scalp, I was trying to prove a dermatologist, a client of mine, wrong. I was trying to prove one of my clients that was a dermatologist wrong. What causes these flare-ups? Seborrheic dermatitis is an overproduction of oil. So my question to you is, what are your hair practices? This is a judgment-free zone. If you do not answer my questions, I literally cannot answer yours. Not like I can't answer shit if you don't answer mine. Not like that. I literally have no idea how to help you if I don't know what your patterns are. So I need you to tell me, first thing, how long have you been suffering with seborrheic dermatitis? And then when you tell me how long, the year before that, so for the last 2 years, right? For the last 2 years, What are your hair routines? What products, what oils, what butters? How do you do your hair from wash day to wash day? How often are you washing? I need you to answer all those questions or I can't answer yours. Doobity-doo. Yeah, as soon as you answer those questions, I got you. I got you. I've been dealing with seborrheic dermatitis all my life. It's getting more annoying as I get older. Nothing seems to work, even when I wash my hair. So after you wash your hair, if you've been dealing with it all your life, since you were a little girl, or how, what is your routine? After you shampoo your hair and put conditioner in, what do you do? Or how from the time you get your hair wet to the time you style it, what do you do? And how often do I need you to answer those questions before I can help? I can help 100%, but I need you to answer those. Help. I get routine trims, keep getting breakage in the middle of my hair. I mostly wear my hair flat iron. I use this non-essential products and heat protectants to flat iron loose ponytails only. Whether it's loose or tight, it's in a ponytail. And I love you, babe, but even though you think you're doing your hair right, even though you think you're flat ironing your hair right, something that you're doing is wrong if your hair is constantly breaking off. And I'm not being rude. You've been on my channel for a while. Like me and you was having this conversation like a year ago. So something that you're like, whether it's probably your blow dryer, it's the bonnet. Listen, I know it's girls like, ooh, where's the bonnet outside? Who told y'all bonnets was the way to protect your hair? Bonnets is tension. Bonnets put constant tension on your edges and you wear edge control all the time. You keep getting breakage in the middle of your head. If you have a ponytail, you have a ponytail. When you wrap the ponytail holder around, the pressure is in the middle, not on the sides. The pressure is in the middle. Your hair is wrapped in a ponytail, and it is the center that is holding on to everything. Like something you're doing is wrong. Your patterns need to change. If your hair is breaking, something that you're doing is breaking it. Remember, we just talked about cricket. There's from Gen Z or whatever. Cricket is not breaking into your house in the middle of the night, breaking your hair off. If your hair keeps breaking, something you're doing is breaking off your hair. Seeing for years, I had waist-length hair, using cholesterol and having bad dermatitis. Could it have been the porosity? No, if you've been using cholesterol for years, the cholesterol is causing the dermatitis. Cholesterol puts and listen, when y'all like to separate, oh, I put it on my hair, but I didn't put it on my scalp. If you put it on your hair, it got to your scalp. In the hair salon, we learn to put products at least 2 inches or an inch and a half away from the scalp because the hair swells anyway. So if you've been using cholesterol is made of sheep's wool. It is made of the thickest oil on the, like one of the thickest oils out, period. That's why you have dermatitis. Dermatitis, look, watch the video that I made yesterday. Anytime you hear itis, like hydronitis, right? Dermatitis, folliculitis. The itis means inflammation. So any type of dermatitis is inflammation. Inflammation is only caused by a trigger. It is the disease, and then the disease was first caused by inflammation, and the inflammation was caused by a trigger. Your trigger was cholesterol. That cholesterol blocked your hair follicle. That was the irritant. It irritated the follicle. And when it irritated the follicle, it caused inflammation within the follicle, which is seborrheic dermatitis and different forms of dermatitis. Honestly, I don't put anything in my hair except heat protectant. I use coconut oil. Done. That's why. That's why you have seborrheic dermatitis, because you're using coconut oil. We don't need to talk about anything else. Your seborrheic dermatitis is coming from coconut oil. That there's literally nothing else to talk about. Coconut oil is one of the highest oils on the comedogenic scale, and it is protein seeking. Do you hear me? Coconut oil is protein seeking. If you are a vegan, right? If you're a vegan and you want to make chocolate easy, all you got to do is get some coconut oil, take some cacao nibs, mash them up, put some maple syrup in it, mix it up in a bowl with the coconut oil, put it in a mold, put it in the freezer. It's gonna get hard, like solid rock hard. Well, not rock hard, but hard like chocolate. That's the same thing that's happening within your follicle. That's why you have an overproduction of sebum within your hair shaft because you're putting coconut oil in your hair. Coconut oil is protein seeking and it seeks the protein. Your hair is made of a protein called keratin. Coconut oil seeks the protein within your hair and it links to it. See, that's what YouTubers told y'all to put coconut oil in y'all hair because coconut oil retains moisture. No, coconut oil links to the inner parts of your hair shaft and to the inside of your hair's follicle, and it eats away at the protein that is your hair. And as it is beginning to eat, it also clogs the hair's follicle. And coconut oil is one of the leading causes of dermatitis, different forms of dermatitis, like seborrheic dermatitis. Coconut oil is one of the number one causes. And I will have y'all know, coconut oil is one of the main reasons why most hairstylists are requiring y'all to come with y'all hair already washed. When I tell y'all, I had to set a policy when I was still sitting behind the chair. I set a policy that if you had coconut oil, and I had a list of oils that if you have that in your hair, you need to wash your hair before you come. If you came to sit in my chair and you told me that you had coconut oil in your hair, I would tell you that you need to either rebook or I would tell you that you need to rebook an appointment for you to get a clarifying shampoo because or treatment because there is almost no way to shampoo out coconut oil. Like you have to do a full detoxifying treatment to get coconut oil out of somebody's hair. That is why you have seborrheic dermatitis, coconut oil, nothing more, nothing less. Is it necessary to rinse your synthetic hair with vinegar if it doesn't make it itch? Y'all, I don't do nothing with my hair in vinegar. I love y'all. I don't use nothing in my hair with vinegar. I wash, condition, and dress. I love you, boo. I'm not being rude. Coconut oil is why you have seborrheic dermatitis. There's nothing else to talk about. If you're using a non-comedogenic oil like hemp seed oil on the mid shaft and ends, is that fine? No, because when you lay down, that oil is going to get on your scalp. When you lay down and you got oil on your hair, does it or does it not get on your pillows? And then when you on your pillow, you roll it around. If it gets all over your whole entire pillow, why do you think that it's not soaking into your scalp when you put pressure on your head by laying back or laying on your side or laying on the other side? I don't put oil in my hair, period. I sleep with a silk scarf, but the scarf falls off when I sleep. I wash, but I love you, but it's coconut oil. It's nothing. I'm not being rude, but it's coconut oil. I used to do silk do rag. Okay, y'all, we about to if you have seborrheic dermatitis, you don't need to ever add moisture to your hair other than shampoo and conditioner. Nobody needs to add anything. I also have seborrheic dermatitis. I'm wrong. Okay. Coconut oil. Stop using coconut oil to go away. No, it's not. Once a month. Y'all. Okay. I'm not being rude. We about to move on. Listen, y'all can do what y'all want to do. I do not recommend putting any oil in your hair whatsoever unless you are detangling before you shampoo it or unless you're taking I'm talking about a smidget drop of it and putting it on your hair right before you do a protective style and braid your hair up to the point where it's not going to be seen for a couple of months, but I mean like one minuscule drop for your entire head. I love y'all. I'm not being disrespectful. Please stop asking me questions about oils. I do not recommend putting any, I don't care if it's black seed oil, I don't care, blue tea. As an herbalist, oil does not go on your scalp. I love herbs with a passion. I got tinctures and all types of glycerites, and none of them go on the scalp. None of those go on your scalp unless you're trying to cure an infection. None of them, and I sell them. I love y'all. Oils do not go on the scalp, period. The fastest way to seborrheic dermatitis or any type of inflammation, dermatitis, is putting oil on the scalp. There is no recommendation. I do not recommend you putting it on your ends. I do not recommend you putting it on your mid shaft. I don't recommend you putting it on your scalp. I don't recommend it in any way, shape, or form unless you are curing an infection for 30 minutes and then shampooing it out with a clarifying shampoo. I love y'all. There is nothing else. So what should be used? Shampoo, conditioner, leave-in conditioner, whatever the styling aid is, and then a smidget of a serum if you straightening your hair. If you what style are you trying to do? That's how you determine what products you use. You don't just go, oh, I'm black, I need oil. What are you trying to do? What do you want to do to your hair? That's how I can answer your question. What do you want to do to your hair? Nobody has ever been to a hair salon and had a hairstylist take a whole thing of oil and just slap it in their hair. Absolutely not. Your hair would be a stringy mess. Okay, so link in the description box. I love you. I'm not being rude. I'm not the product girl. Okay. I'm not the product girl. I know y'all missed that because like that's what YouTube used to be full of. I am not the product girl. I don't have a bunch of product recommendations. Check the link in my description box. Look at my Amazon list. Those are a couple of my product recommendations. I'm not the product girl. Shampoo, conditioner, leave-in conditioner. If you're doing a flat iron, all you need is a heat protectant and then a light serum, not an oil, a light serum to wrap around your hair real quick for you to set the balm. That's it. That's it. If you about to do a protective style like a weave or something, shampoo, conditioner, leave-in conditioner, braid your hair up, put the weave in. What are we doing? That's it. Like I did hair for over a decade. I wouldn't no. Like there's not a whole bunch of stuff that y'all need to do. That's why everybody has seborrheic dermatitis because a bunch of products don't need to go in the hair. What does coconut oil eat? What do you mean? Okay. I'm going to go into our last little clip and then we are going to get off of here, baby. I hope I don't seem like I'm being rude, but I listen, and I do want to say this because I saw one comment. I know a lot of y'all are just not finding me, but I am 33 years old. I have been a licensed cosmetologist since I was 18. And the conversations, the questions that y'all have are asking me today, I have been answering these questions and saying these things since I started. And when I first started saying it, I was getting called all types of bitches and hoes for saying it because now everybody's cool with it. But before, everybody only wanted to hear about products. I have hundreds and hundreds of videos on my channel for y'all to watch. Please just go binge watch them. Every question that y'all asking me, every question that y'all are asking me, I've already answered multiple times. Sorry, Sin. I know you get mad. No, I'm not getting mad. Mad Sin doesn't talk. I don't talk when I'm mad. If I was mad, I would be cutting off. I'm not mad. I'm irritated for you because you, my love, don't get mad at me. You keep walking around the same mountain over and over and over and over again because you keep looking for products to fix your problem instead of you changing your routine. Don't get mad at me. Me and you have been having this exact conversation for years. I remember I was looking through one of my live videos and I was like, oh, there's my bouquet. And we were having the same conversation about a whole nother product like a year ago. It is your habits and your patterns and your routines that need to change. And now today you have seborrheic dermatitis from doing stuff that I told you not to do like 2 years ago. So I'm not irritated, but I cannot keep draining myself and keep just pushing all of the same information out. If y'all not listening, there are no cheat codes. Shampoo, conditioner, leave-in conditioner, whatever styling aid you need, and leave your hair alone until your next wash day. Your scalp does not need butters, oils, and all of this different stuff. I have no other direction for you other than the direction that I've been giving you for the last couple of years, babe. And I'm not being rude. I'm just being real. And I'm not mad. I'm not upset, but I just can't. Oh, I had seborrheic dermatitis years, love. Babe, we saying that I love you, but we saying the same thing. Not mad, irritated. I know that. Me and you have already had this conversation multiple times in lives. So I'm not being rude, but we've already had this conversation so many times. I always use titanium plates. I never use ceramic. You have and always do help me. I appreciate you guys. Low porosity is okay for me to deep condition every 2 weeks. You only need to deep condition once a month on your skin cell turnover rate. How do you feel about I love y'all, but y'all be getting on my fucking nerves. Not you. I just think like I'm just about to be real. Like if y'all can ask me 50 million questions, I should be able to say my truth. Like I love y'all, but y'all be getting on my goddamn nerves. I'm not being rude. Not you, bootylicious. Oh my god. If oh my god, like if y'all got kids, think about it. If you got y'all got kids, right? So if your kid if oh my god, if you got a let me see how long am I about to say this? You got a 10-year-old kid. And every time you talk to the 10-year-old kid, you be like, your booty itch because you're not wiping your ass, son. Your booty itch because you're not wiping your ass, son. It's chock full of shit, son. Like you, after a while, you are going to be so fucking. You can shut your funky ass down. The hell is wrong with you? Are you slow? Wipe your ass. That's why your booty itching because it's chock full of shit, son. Hmm? That's what you're gonna say. Why do y'all think I feel any different? Oh my God. I have been telling y'all to the same stuff for years. Oh my God. I love y'all, but please stop thinking that I'm a different breed of human than y'all. Oh my God. I'm a Detroit human. I was born and raised on the west side of Detroit. You hear me? It wasn't the suburbs, but it wasn't the ghetto. It wasn't the east side. My daddy, east side nigga, was ghetto over there. I didn't like going over there. My mom was a West Side girl. They was ghetto too. Listen, I love y'all. The shit is annoying. I don't want to answer questions about what oil to use. Stop asking me that shit. I don't know. You can't use no oil. That's why y'all got seborrheic dermatitis. Stop asking me what oil to use. Oh my God. Like, I love y'all. Y'all are like, it is making. I need some damn Landon oil for the y'all be using. Y'all making my nipples itch. Oh my God. Can we talk about something else? Every time I come on live, I do not want to freaking answer the questions about what oils and butters we should use. I do not want to answer questions about how many times, like, God damn it, we would all still be slaves. What has happened to our brain power? Now, shit. Oh my God. Stop asking me questions about oils. Oils don't go in your scalp. The only thing that go on your scalp is shampoo. If you got seborrheic dermatitis, it's because you let an overinfection of oil come. Come on, dog. Let's talk about some other shit, my nigga. Like, oh my God. I'm not mad. I'm not upset. I want us to do better. The same way you would tell your son, your booty itch because you ain't wiping your ass good enough. Use some more tissue. Oh my God. Shit. I'm not being rude. Y'all stressing my spirit. Okay? You can get VO5 from the dollar store. Any shampoo and conditioner that you can get from the dollar store, don't put it in your hair. And if you gotta mix something, I don't agree with you mixing shit with a hair product unless you a chemist. I ain't cussing at you. I'm saying in general, y'all don't like. Oh my god. Oh shit. And then that's the stressful part because I gotta sit here and answer the same fucking question for decades. Y'all, I've been saying this shit. It's a decade, 10 years. I've been saying this shit since me and my husband got married. Me and my husband about to be married for 14 years on the forest. I'm not about to keep saying this shit for the rest of my life, dog. Oh my god. I'm gonna talk about some new shit, dog. I love you, and I love you, Kay. But we was talking about this shit 2 years ago. Come on, man. Oh my god. Like I for real need like my nipples itch. Oh my god. Look. It ain't got nothing to do with being passionate. I'm human. How would y'all feel after y'all get irritated if y'all go to work and y'all boss asks y'all the same question more than once? Y'all want me to answer the same question, and then I don't got my glasses on. I'm focused with my eyes. Every time my eyes focus is what about black seed oil? What about coconut oil? What about this oil? What about Buddha meat oil? What about lavender oil? Dumping up goddamn oil on your face. Shit. Oh my god. I love y'all, but come on, man. Shit. Dog. I was trying this whole time. I've been like, hey guys, hey, yeah, what do you need? I'll do it for you. Yeah. But shit to punishment. No. I want to know how to do little girls' hair. How old little girl? So little girl, how oil treatments? You don't need. Okay, so I'm gonna ask you a question. What does that hot oil do for your hair that the natural sebum that's coming out of your scalp can't do? It's not a rhetorical question. I'm asking. Don't get mad at me, y'all. If I can't be real, I don't want to be on here. And y'all, oh my God. Shit. Even the people, like, I'm sure it's some people that come on my channel and be like, oh, I'm about to go. Because they've been talking about the same shit for the last 10 years. It's not me, it's them. I'm sick of answering. I've been sick of talking about the shit too on my mama, dog. On my mama, dog. That's why dermatologists just right. That's why dermatologists be like, here, bye. Like you feel like I feel like I've wasted. Like did I waste money on my education because don't nobody give a fuck about nothing but what oil that you use. Thank you so much, beautiful. Thank you. All the steam is doing is opening your cuticle. So that's what you want to do. That's a teacher has to, but I'm not a teacher. Am I your teacher? Is anybody paying me to teach? When you take one-on-one classes, they ask as many questions as they want. I am not a teacher. I am a herbalist. I'm a cosmetologist. I am a scientist. I am not a teacher. I never said that. That's a teacher has to repeat facts for new people. No. And I don't know what school you went to because my teacher was like, go read the coursework. Go do the research for yourself. I'm not a teacher. So, but if I was your teacher, like when people book one-on-one consultations with me, oh my God, I repeat myself as many times as I need to. But no, I'm not. That's what my lives, most of my lives are for people who are already here. If you need to learn other things, I have hundreds of videos where you can watch them as many times as you want to. But I'm not that's the teacher repeats herself. I never said that. I never told y'all that I went to school to be an educator. I never said that. I just washed my hair Saturday, Sunday, and it's tingling. I will wash and dry it tonight. I wash my hair Saturday or Sunday and it's tingling. I will wash and dry it tonight. What did you do to it after you wash it? Why is it tingling, girl? What you washing with, girl? It shouldn't be tingling, girl. I mean, it could if it's like growing. That could be a good thing. On my mama, dog. Like it just be like I be trying. Like, oh my god, I'm really good at it because I'm from Detroit, so I know how to switch off. Like, hi, you guys. But like, nigga, like y'all be, oh my god, like I be trying. Y'all be pushing. I wonder, do they ask because they have dry hair? Hello, Sam. I want to say thank you. Oh, you're welcome, beautiful. So I shouldn't do the steam treatments. Why do you want to do the steam treatments? What do you need? What is the steam treatment going to do for your hair? Anything that you do, you need to have a reason for. What is the reason for why are you doing the steam treatment? I have a 2-year-old and an 8-year-old and 13-year-old. So it will be a wash day routine style. I'll do a video on that, babe. That's a really long answer. Let's see, impossible video idea. Yeah, because that last one, that was a video idea. I got you on that one, babe. Could you do one where you use a microscope to show what packing the scalp does to the scalp with oil? Well, I couldn't do that because I would need a human being in front of me to look at that follicle, a human being that has packed that follicle full of oil. So I couldn't do that. But get a styrofoam board or get something with a hole in it, take some Vaseline and put it on top of the hole. That's what it look like. It's a covered hole. I heard steaming your hair damages it. It does, especially listen. Steaming look cute, and guess what else? They can sell you an expensive ass steaming machine. Oh yeah, follow the money. Follow the money every time before you buy something. Follow the money, right? A dryer and a steamer's only job is to open the cuticle, and for no other reason. It does nothing else to your hair. It just opens the cuticle. That's it. You can do that in a shower. What you buying a steamer for? Get in the damn shower and turn the water up. Put a shower cap on, wet your hair in a shower, put a shower cap on, turn your water up as high as you can have it, close the doors, and don't have the exhaust fan on. You got a steamer in the shower. New viewers, Jessica, can go watch old videos. Do you understand that I'm one person and every day I get hundreds of new videos? If I have to keep taking myself back every time one new person comes on, we will never get anywhere. I'll be going around the same mountain over and over again. No, that's not how it goes. I'm not gonna repeat myself since we've been on here, it's been like 10 new people that have come to the channel. No, my videos live forever. You can go back to other videos and watch those. No, that's not. New viewers watch old videos. That's how it goes. Yes, I have damaged my hair. Now I'm thinking it's from the steam treatments. I was flourishing at first, but now it's breaking. And I didn't buy one. I get them done at the shop. Yeah. And at the shop, they charge you pay extra for that steam, don't you? I'm sorry, I got disconnected. Did you answer whether it was okay to flat iron, relax hair weekly if I use heat protectant? You can, as long as you use heat protectant. I found you 4 months ago. I appreciate the education. Thanks for being you, beautiful lady. Thank you. And thank you for letting me be me because it's hard. It's so hard to give this much information and then be pretend at the same time. Like, because I'm not like that. Like, hi, guys. Oh, that's stupid, but it's okay. That's fake. It's like y'all want people to be fake, not y'all. No, I can't. I cannot. My spirit, my soul hurt. My stylist things my hair. Okay. I don't know. Did you pay extra for the steam or was it free? Oh, no, I'm about to look it up for you so you don't gotta take my word for it. Hold on, baby. Okay. So the thing that listen, look, I'm about to show y'all this shit, and look who the first y'all gotta pay attention. Hold on. Y'all gotta pay attention. Now, when y'all search steamers, right? And whether or not you should use them, this the first thing that pop up. It's your favorite. My Organics. And I just find it so funny that the person at the top of the search is also, just know this person is at the top because they're paying for this ad. Okay. And also, I also need you to know that they're also selling a steamer. Steaming the hair and scalp during regular regimen can help to unclog pores in the scalp, which can help encourage healthy hair. Hair steaming will also allow toxins from the scalp to be released so that it can be purified. And it helps to increase collagen production and blood flow to the scalp. And you know what else does all of this? Shampooing your hair. You can do everything that it says the steamer does. You can do all of that by just shampooing your hair and nothing else. Nothing else. No, they're putting a red light, laser lights on people's heads. Have you seen that? Yeah, I'm not being mean. That has been around forever. Everything that y'all think is new is old. They ain't created shit new. That's old. And guess who? Guess what? The reason that y'all black women ain't never seen it before is because the white girls had it in their shop. When I worked at Phoenix Hair Salon, it was my studio right here. I had a hair dryer in there, and across the hall was the red light and the blue light that the white girls used for when they did color. What are you talking about? Not you. This ain't towards you. Y'all stop being so easily manipulated. None of the shit that y'all bringing up is new. They are literally taking all of the old shit and just bringing it back to y'all and making y'all think that it's something new because they know that y'all easily influenced. They know y'all not going to research for yourselves. They know that. So they keep bringing y'all all of this stuff like, oh, this is new. None of this stuff that y'all haven't mentioned one new thing to me. And when I say it ain't new, I'm talking about it's been out since before I got my license. Red light therapy. Y'all stop playing. Like, y'all are so easily manipulated. As soon as y'all see something, red light, all y'all gotta do is go on Google. When was it created? How long has it been out? That's all you gotta do. It'll tell you right now. Everything that y'all done brought up, I've looked up in seconds. Like, nigga. I didn't mean that. I be trying to work on my face. That's the other thing about live. Sometimes, like the last couple of lives I did, it's not that I didn't want y'all to see me. I always be cute. I just wasn't in the mood where I could work with my face. And one of y'all stressed me out earlier, so now my facial expressions are here. Yes, hot. Oh, but that's not true. That's not true, babe. All relaxed hair is not high porosity. That's not true. That's a myth. That's a YouTube myth that's being spread around. You do not automatically have high porosity hair when you get a relaxer. That is not true. The only way that you automatically have high porosity hair when you get a relaxer is if you took the relaxer too far. You're only supposed to relax the hair about 72%. So if your porosity change, your hairstylist relax your hair too much. If you have drastically low porosity hair, getting a relaxer And only relaxing 70% will not change your porosity. That is not true, my love. But the part about if you have porosity, you don't need a steamer, that's true. But all relaxed hair is not high porosity. That is a myth. I know I thought she knew what she was doing. But you don't have to worry about thinking somebody knows what they're doing. You need to know what somebody's doing to your head. These are things that you need to know. That's why I'm always making these videos. Y'all cannot be dependent on the person that y'all are going to know everything about you. They just meet. A red laser light does not grow hair. It just kills any bacteria that's slowing down your hair growth cycle. Bacteria that you put there. But red light therapy does not grow hair. The red laser is a laser. It kills bacteria that is slowing down your hair growth cycle. The red laser is not strong enough in the hair salon to that's not how it works, y'all. So Trina, I don't care what she was using it for. That's not what it's for. It kills bacteria and it speeds up the lifting of the cuticle. That's why most of the time it's used in Caucasian salons for haircut. I was speaking on when being a teacher has another grade coming in. I know that, love. I'm not getting up, y'all. Nobody has anything. My father dropped dead out of nowhere. There's nothing that anybody can say to me in here that is going to get me upset. Mad Sin doesn't talk. As long as my mouth is moving, I'm good. When I'm silent and I stop talking, that is when I'm upset. Okay? Saying that I'm upset makes me upset, but I'm not upset. I'm just giving you a response to what you're saying. I'm not a teacher. And I understand when a teacher has another grade coming, I am not that it don't work like that. Now my classes, that's a whole nother thing. My classes, my courses, oh my God, you can ask me as many questions as you want, and I'm in there. Whatever you need. But that's not what this is. She's been doing it for 37 years. I didn't think I had anything to worry about. It's been doctors who've been doctoring for years, and they don't like get nothing. Cause that like somebody put red laser therapy on your scalp after a freaking relaxer. That makes no sense. But, and again, did you pay extra for the red light therapy? My hair was so much healthier when I was a relaxed girl. You found her on Instagram. Yeah. Yeah. That sounds about right there, buddy. That's why we the consumers have to get an understanding as well, because not all cosmetics. But listen, this is the thing. Y'all, when y'all go in the grocery store, y'all don't go in the grocery store and be like, okay, who can teach me what to buy? No. Before you go to the grocery store, you go in your house, you look it through your cabinets, you figure out what you need. You when you go to the grocery store, nobody is in the aisles just sitting there waiting for you, like, what do you need to cook? No, you go in the beauty supply store. You go in the grocery store. You get the things that you need, and you go purchase them. And it is not up to the grocery store to educate you on the things that you're buying. It is not the grocery store's job to educate you on the food that you're putting in your body. It is your job to make sure that before you go buy something and put it in your body, you know what you're buying and you know what it's gonna do to the body. That's not you can't fault the grocery store for that. That's your fault. Even if the grocery store sold you some bullshit, that's your fault. You're the one who bought it without knowing what you were using, without knowing what you were getting. People that y'all are going to, y'all, they not doing hair to be your friend. They doing hair to pay their damn bills. Just like you getting your hair done so you can go to work, they're at work when they do your hair. They don't have to be arguing with you. If you want to pay extra money, they bills do. My booster was $360 a week. I was not there doing hair to be friends. I was at work. It just so happens that the thing that I do for work just happens to be something that helps women feel beautiful, get their hair done. But I am not there to be your friend and make you feel good. I am at work. Why is it that a hairstylist ain't at work like y'all? You only do the work that you pay for when you at work. I thought only newborns get it. No, no, babe. It's the same bacteria. It's the cradle cap is the same bacteria for athlete's foot, for jock itch, wingworm. It's all the same. All the same. Look it up. I go to the salon weekly, pay extra for a steam treatment as often as possible. I can't afford that anymore. I'm about to get a steamer. It was easy. And y'all all gonna have hydro fatigue. Steamers are no girl. Anyway, we about to move on because I'm getting irritated. I'm about to. I can feel like let's end this. But do you need to do all that to your head? That's my question. We use it in the healthcare to help my patients. Do you need to do all what? I'm confused. I think it's a lot of people asking me questions at one time, so my brain has completely lost what you, what your initial question was. Yeah, rollers are fine. How do you search for quality hairstyles? Well, first you have to figure out what you want. What are you going for? And for one, you need to figure out if you want a hairstylist or a dermatologist, oh my God, or a cosmetologist because it's different. At least in the state of Nevada. In the state of Nevada, you have a hairstylist license and you have a cosmetology license. A hairstylist is not even licensed to shampoo your hair. She only styles hair. So the first thing you have to do is figure out what you want. And then you have to book consultations until you find one that fits your budget. There's no easy way about it. I don't know. You better stop on my hood, 15. That is my husband. Uh, you just have to really, really figure out what you want. No, you don't have to apologize. I'm just saying, like, you just have to really figure out what you want and like start booking consultations. It's no trick to it, babe. It's the same way, like how you find the dermatologist, how you find the doctor, you just go looking and you book consultations. The problem is as soon as y'all find somebody, y'all sit down, let them in your head. So, and do I have a video on it? I don't think I don't, yeah, hold on. Okay. Share this one little thing with you guys, and then we are going to head on off of here, you guys. Actually, I think we're gonna do polymers another day because this is a long one. And polymers are gonna come in part two because we got a little sidetrack today. So we are going to do polymers, and well, polymers is basically just explaining to you guys the difference between products that go on the scalp and off the scalp. Do y'all want to do that tonight? Because I know it's like almost 11 o'clock where y'all at sometime. Like it's only 8 o'clock here, so I'm fine. But we can do um um so husband just sent me a text message. I'm sorry. I am very flustered right now, and I can't tell you what he said. It's Nancy. But let's take a little vote because I think we may be good on a couple of things, but I do want to know what do y'all want our next live broadcast to be about? If it was one thing that I had to go in deep scientifically on, what would it be? Just shoot away real quick. Everybody that's in here, even people watching this on replay. Hey, maids are kicking in. My maids gonna kick in a minute too. It's like, I'm swear. Well, you know, I'm not. I haven't taken them, and it's not medical. Anyway, sorry. Feel good. Good night, babe. Good night, babe. Sleep tight. You're nasty. You're freaking. You're nasty. That's why I keep getting pregnant. Well, I can't get pregnant. So now my husband's gonna come here and troll me until we get off. I'm about to give them a second to make lecture requests. So really quick, what issues are y'all dealing with that y'all want me to tackle in our next lecture? Today we went over cholesterol, what cholesterol is, cradle cap in babies, and how our patterns at the very, very beginning, like really, really lead us into a lot of different things. I am leaving this blog post in the description box. So if y'all don't if y'all don't do nothing else for me, please, 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 please go and check out this blog post. Like I said, the link to this blog post is in the description box. Anyway, but I'm still putting it here within the chat, and it'll be in the video whenever it ends. But I want y'all to head over there because I went over, I'm gonna show the screen with you one more time. I went over the majority of the information, but it's even more like I did a overall synopsis, like a brief, like just kind of going over everything. So that's why I really, really do want you guys to just take a look at everything. I do want y'all to like just take a look at everything and read through it for yourself. Like you don't have to take my word for it, right? And I break everything down. Right. I give you names, exact names of the bacteria, how they're transmitted from person to person, what they look like, the different like direct contact, indirect contact, hygiene, the immune system. Like there's so many different things, like, and everything you guys can just check out and read up on yourself, right? I'm giving you the name for it. People were like, oh, I thought that only babies got that. It's not true. The same bacteria that causes cradle cap in babies is the same bacteria that causes ringworm, folliculitis, and so many other things. But again, head over to my blog just so you can catch it. Jock itch is the same exact bacteria that causes cradle cap in babies. So this is something that I really want y'all to think about. So this is also why I made this full blog post, just so y'all can go over there and read up on it for yourself, right? You don't have to take my word for it. I do not want you to take my word for it. I want you to go read up on it for yourself. I also gave you a couple of different things that you can do to treat it, a couple of different things that you can use. Anything that is here, I am telling you to ingest it in the body. I am never telling you to put anything directly on the scalp and directly on the skin. And if you do, there is no longer than 30 minutes that it is on the skin before it is rinsed off with a clarifying shampoo, period. Okay, because it will kill all of your bad bacteria, and you'll end up with a whole nother disorder. All right, these are different things that you can ingest into the body. Aloe vera juice is something that you should be drinking, not putting in your hair. All of these things are things that can help. Even when we're talking about coconut oil can be ingested into the body for its antimicrobial properties. Okay, ingested into the body. When it's on the follicle, all it's doing is blocking it. So these are things that I want you to think about when we're talking about cholesterol and whether or not cholesterol is on your hair. Cholesterol is one of the worst things you could put in your hair. It comes from sheep's wool. That's where it comes from sheep's wool. So you guys, make sure you check out my blog post, and then just head over, to my website in general, because I have so much for you over there. Within the apothecary, I have like so many freaking herbs for you, so many different things that will really, really help to get you guys on track, right? Really, really help you guys get on track. I am so in love, and there are so many different new products that we're adding on a regular basis, y'all. I don't know if I've showed this to you guys, but you guys already saw the extract scent tinctures. We've now added a smudge bar, a body bar, a crystal bar. I'm just going to show you really quick. Our smudge bar, we not only do we have herbs that you can ingest if you are a person who, light sage around the house and things of that nature. I have a bunch of different sage bundles for you, not only just sage, but Palo Santos, eucalyptus, white sage, smudge, and then I also have a couple of these boxes if you wanted to store your herbs in. We have a selenite crystal bowl. I also have different black brass burners for if you want to, burn incense and stuff. Like we have so much within the apothecary, you guys now. And I really wanted to show it to you guys because I feel like it's only because of you that I've been able to do it, because of the way that you guys have been like purchasing like freaking crazy. Those are my children, by the way. I am able to really, really like do the things that I want to do for the apothecary, right? There will be a video on this coming really, really soon. I love this neti pot. This neti pot is freaking amazing. It really helps you with indigestion. You can use so many of my herbs for so many different things. And this is how these different gloves that you have for different massages for the body. We have a rose quartz facial tool. Like if you're a person who likes to do like any type of skincare, you want to get the blood circulation going on your face and on your scalp. This is freaking amazing. I have a lot of clients that have used this on the scalp to get the blood circulation going. So if you have your weekly scientific brushing days. This is an amazing tool to use for your scientific brushing days. Love it. And then we have our African black soap with honey and black seed extract, right? The sugar shea, the blue blossom with blue butterfly extract, and oatmeal and coconut is freaking amazing. The botanical bliss with hibiscus and mugwort, and the harmony soap with honey, black seeds, clove, avocado seeds, moringa, and velveteer. Like my herbs play no games, okay? And then the body bar is awesome sauce. I'm sorry, I already said that. The crystal bar is also awesome sauce that we've added to the apothecary. I have so many mala necklaces that you guys asked me about, so I just decided to add mala necklaces to the apothecary. They're freaking amazing. They're beautiful herbs, crystals, all types of stuff, y'all. Like shop the apothecary. There are always new things coming to the apothecary on a regular basis. And also two more things. We also have mugs, right? I'm so freaking excited. They are really nice size mugs, and we have so many of them. So just look through them and see if you see any that you like, right? Because they're like really cute. We have so many different ones, right? So make sure you go ahead and look through the apothecary, through the goddess bar. Right now in the goddess bar, I only have two products within the goddess bar. It is a portable vaginal spa. So if you want to do like some herbal steaming with your cuda mama right there, and menstrual cups. I know some people are, may not be on it, but I know a whole lot of people are like really, really allergic to actual sanitary napkins. So within this portion of Simple Apothecary, we do have feminine care, right? So I am just really, really hoping that you guys just take a look around the apothecary just to see what's there, to see if there's anything that you may want to, shop around with. But of course, We have the herbal bar, we have the abstract and tincture bar, the smudge bar, the body bar, the crystal bar, the scalp bar, the mug bar, and the goddess bar. All right, on Simple Apothecary. So I love you guys so much. Thank you for sticking around with me tonight. And I am again going to leave all of the links for the apothecary in the description box below so y'all can check it out. Keep sending me freaking text messages and passwords. Texting their thing. Frankly, he be all up on my job all the time. Being freaky. All right. Sure. Let me see. Hydro fatigue. Ah! Hydro fatigue is so real. Some people will not dry hair listen. Cell turnover, density increase. Okay, so you want to do. So, okay, I think I talk about skin cell turnover a lot, but I don't know. Have I ever done like a full video on skin cell turnover? Would y'all want to see a video on that? I think the only reason I haven't done a video specifically on skin cell turnover is because I feel like I talk about it so much. I'll be like, oh my goodness, see that? We already know. So would y'all want to see a video just specifically on? Your autoimmune stuff is always fascinating. Get off this live and enjoy your husband. I mean, girl, most of the time, well, our kids are still up, so he just making appointments because we not doing nothing. The kids is up running around, girl. But I'm about to go. I'm just making sure. Looking forward to your next. Okay, so my 7-day challenge is always going on. Thank you for bringing that up. I'll show y'all real quick. My 7-day challenge is always going on. It's non-stop. So as we speak, the 7-day challenge is going on and you can sign up, but the 7-day challenge hasn't been free for like the last 3 years. But if you head over to my website, oh, what you mean? Oh, and the link in the description box. Hold on. Oh, my website is running right across the bottom of the screen. That's why I put it up. My website, www.csmith.guru, is where you just saw everything. Look, real quick, I'm gonna show y'all where the 7-day challenge is, and yeah, we're gonna go. Real quick, baby. So my 7-day challenge is always going. You can start at any time, and even though it's no longer free, you can finance the 7-day challenge. You do not have to pay full price right away. You can finance through Sizzle. So you go through here, and it's cool because you can see how many people are in it with you. It's 292 people doing it right now. But you can head into the 7-day challenge. I'm already logged into my account, so it's not showing the same thing. But all you have to do is go to the portion where it says 7-day challenge right here, and then click get started and follow the promptings. There's even a video.
Hello, I'm Sindal, and welcome inside the 7-day hair growth challenge.
So you can even, like, once you head over to this page, you can read as much about it as you want, and you can sign up from the 7-day challenge straight from my website, www.sensmith.guru. There's one across the bottom, and then you can sign up, right? And ever since, it's crazy because ever since we started financing through Sizzle, it's like you're getting at least 10, 11 people a day because it's easier. Like, the challenge is only $100, right? And let's say you don't have the $100 right then and there, you can do it with 4 payments. So you could break that $100 up into 4 payments, so you could possibly start the challenge with less than $30, right? So that's an option for you. So remember, the way that you do it, once you go, you have to add the 7-day challenge to the cart, go to checkout, and then for you to finance it, you have to get right, like go to right before you add. Well, no, like click on the button to check out, and like you'll see where you put your card information, but don't put your card information. Go down and it'll be a little button that says sizzle, and then you'll click that button and then you follow the process, and you'll be able to take the 7-day challenge like that. But you can take the 7-day challenge at any time. All right, link down there. I love y'all. Make sure if you're watching this on replay, or if you just now coming in, start from the beginning. If you are watching this on replay, let me know in the comments what you want the next live lecture to be about. And because I don't want it to be about oils and butters, like watch the whole thing, you see what I mean? So I don't want it to be about none of that stuff. But yeah, we are going to have another live, maybe sometime. What's today? It'll be next week, maybe this day next week. So what's today? Thursday. We'll do another live next Thursday at 6 o'clock. I think today is Thursday. Yes, next Thursday at 6 o'clock we will do another live. So in the comments, everybody just let me know like exactly what you want to see and what questions you have. And everybody, again, head over to the blog post. If you are new to my channel, I am not being mean or nothing, but just binge watch all of my old videos until our next live, and then we'll be all caught up so we can ask new questions and not the same stuff. Okay, I love y'all so much. Bye.